Hello, my name is Brooke Lloyd and today I'll be doing a Q&A. Thank you everybody so much for your questions. Let's jump into it.
What are your 5 favourite musicals?
I would say Phantom of the Opera, Sweeney Todd. These aren't in order. Sweeney Todd, Into the Woods, Cabaret. Oh no. Moulin Rouge.
Okay.
Just because the spectacle.
What are your 5 favourite musical songs?
I would say, again, not in order, but Being Alive from Company, the female version. They're all going to be Sondheim songs. Moments in the Woods from Into the Woods, Send in the Clowns, Worst Pies in London, and maybe This Time.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
Don't pretend to be someone you're not, I would say, to my younger self.
Have you ever had anything go wrong on stage?
I've had a lot of massive mic issues on stage. When I did Sue's Call, I had mic issues, I had to run off the stage because my mic completely went out. And then I had to run back on just before I had this my big song, Biggest Blame Full. And yeah, that was a massive panic for me because it's the first time that I'd ever had anything go like severely wrong.
Do you get nervous before a show, and if so, how do you deal with it?
I would say, yeah, of course. I mean, I think if you're not getting nervous, you're not passionate enough about it. You've got to have somewhat nerves. But I would say as soon as I step onto stage, I'm no longer nervous. And I don't really know why that is. I feel like it's because then I'm just in the moment. Backstage, if you've been with me backstage, I feel like all my friends would say it. I don't think I'm a very good person to be backstage with, to be honest, because I'm just so in my own little head and my own zone. I'm always sitting in the corner. Like when I did Shrek, I was sat like literally in the wing like this, going through my lines, even though I knew that I knew them. When you get on stage, I feel like it all just kind of goes away.
What is one vocal technique you've learned that you think has improved your singing?
Oh, that's a good question. All of them improve my singing, obviously, because you have to warm up before you sing. I love sirens. I just love doing them before I sing, which is like all them ones, all the different vowel sounds. I feel like I always do them before I sing. Even if I haven't got time to warm up fully, I always do sirens. I don't know, I just really love them. I've done a lot of more stuff at college to do with like jaw tension and tongue tension and stuff like that, which is quite cool, which I didn't really think about, but I definitely do think I struggle with that sometimes. And like, I don't know, twisting your tongue around. Like when you go like that, like 8 on this side, 8 on that side, just to like loosen the tongue. I feel like always is helpful. I feel like it just relaxes this part of your mouth because that's a big part of singing. It's all here, so it can get a bit tense sometimes.
How do you connect emotionally to a song?
Do you know what? We've done a lot of this at college, I feel. Ryan, our singing teacher, was talking about it to us and was saying if you are given a minute at an audition just before the song starts, or they say, you know, just take a minute to prepare, take the minute, because you, as much as you think, no, I don't need it, I know the character, take the minute to really think of the character, think on it. What are they wanting in the song? Like, what's the emotion? And I think that's how I connect emotionally to a character, is getting in that zone, thinking, how do I relate to that character? Even if it's someone way off from me, like, I don't know, Jenna from Waitress, she's singing about being pregnant and She Used to Be Mine. I can still find ways to connect with that emotionally, and like how she's saying about the girl she once was is not who she is now. I can connect with that emotionally, even if I'm not obviously pregnant or I've never experienced that. I can connect emotionally with that. So I would say find the relatability and take time to know the character.
What are your weaknesses in musical theatre?
I would say dancing is a weakness for me. It's kind of a big misconception, is like with ballet and tap and stuff like that, you kind of want to start younger so you have like more time to learn it and more experience to know it, because it's hard dance styles to understand and have good knowledge on. I'm not like gonna be a ballerina on, you know, a ballet stage. I'm not going to do the Black Swan. But I want to get better at that so it's not a weakness. Even if it doesn't become a strong like strength of mine, like singing is, I need to have it in my back pocket for musical theatre, because it's just such a big thing in musical theatre to dance. Yeah, it's my weakness, but I'm learning to fix it and make it more of a strength.
Is your dream to be on Broadway?
I would say that's one of my dreams. I've spoke about this before with like family and friends, but because obviously people ask you that when you're in this industry, like, is it your dream to do this? Is it your dream to be on the West End or Broadway? But I feel like I have so many different dreams. I've got a dream to be on the West End as well, and they're just both as good as each other. And yeah, of course, I'd love to be on Broadway. I'd also love to be on the West End. I'd also love to direct a film. I'd also like to write a film. I'd also like to just be in an audition room for Broadway, or just be in an audition room for the West End. So yeah, one of my dreams is the answer to that question.
Do you have other areas of performing arts you love, or is it just musical theatre?
Funnily enough, like I just said with the last question, another dream of mine is to direct a film or write a film. Obviously, I've had a beautiful opportunity to have already directed a short film. Welcome to the Dollhouse. Check it out if you haven't. It's probably on my Instagram somewhere. It's on YouTube. So yeah, search it up, give it a watch. It's pretty good if I do say so myself. But I wrote and directed that short film at my drama academy that I go to on a Saturday, PQA. Love ya. Yeah, but it's another big dream of mine to go and direct like a full feature length film. I love directing. I love screenwriting. It's something I do a lot in my free time, is just sort of get film ideas and sit there and write series or films. I just love that aspect of the industry as well, film and TV.
How do you think you'll deal with rejection, as it's a big thing in performing arts?
It's a really good question. Rejection, I feel, as like a thing in the industry, is such like some people love talking about it, some people don't really like talking about it, because it's kind of like the negative part of working in the industry, I suppose, is that rejection's a massive thing. I think a lot of the time people say you can't be upset about it and you need to just carry on and, you know, think as it didn't ever happen, like it's fine, just move on, go to the next thing. But I think if it's something you really wanted, like for example, if I went, my dream role is Christine Daae in Phantom of the Opera, and if I went for the role of Christine in an audition and I was, you know, rejected, I didn't get the role, of course at the end of the day you have got to sit there and think, like, it's not always because, oh, I'm not good enough, I didn't sing well enough, I didn't act well enough, I didn't dance well enough. It is just that thing of castability, really, because it depends who's casting. And if they think, you know, someone else is a better fit, they think that, you know, that's fine, that's the industry. But I think, obviously, back on like being upset about it and handling it in that regard, I think obviously so many people tell you that, or would have told me that, you know, you can't be upset about that because you didn't get it. But I feel like in that kind of regard, you can be a bit upset. I think you should feel you're allowed to be upset about it. Obviously, don't sit there and, you know, cry about it for weeks and weeks upon end. But when you get that email, you get told, you know, I'm sorry, but it's just not your time this time. Take a moment, you know, maybe have a little cry, because it's okay to feel emotional about not getting something that you really, really wanted. But then, you know, once you've felt that little bit of disappointment, because it's okay to feel disappointed, you know, brush yourself off and, like everyone else says, go to the next one, do the next thing, go back to it. I mean, there's been so many examples through the years that performers have talked about. Lucy Jones has spoke about it with Wicked and auditioning for Wicked several times. And obviously she eventually did play Elphaba. Me and Ruby, who's behind the camera, actually saw her on closing night. Lucy, I love you. Big love inspiration. What did you say?
Love you.
But you know, she's such a magnificent performer, and you know, she had to audition several times. it's the industry. It's just not your time when it's not your time, but your time is going to come at some point. That's why if there's a role that you really want, like for me, Christine didn't get it right way, you best believe the next time there's an audition available, I'm going back and doing it again. Think of me fondly when we said goodbye. Until I'm there and I'm in the room and they think, yeah, you're the right person for this cast this year at this time. So I think that's just how you've got to handle it, because it's, you know, you've just got to know how to handle it, have those moments where you're a bit disappointed, then move on to the next thing. Also as well, I auditioned, my PQA was doing Suzical, and I auditioned for Gertrude McFuzz and Maisie, and I didn't get either of those roles. I got Sour Kangaroo. And obviously at the first moment I got that, I was like, oh, that's a bit gutting. Like I wanted, Gertrude was my big one. And Beth, love you girl, Beth, who got Gertrude, and I was like, wow, do you know what? I completely understand why I was cast as Sour Kangaroo and why the casting was the way it was. I mean, one, her song was incredible, big belty number, and that is totally me. Big like diva, sassy character, and that is literally me. Obviously. So I don't actually know why I didn't audition for that character. So that's another thing, that's another example of, yeah, you might audition for something, but get another role that you didn't audition for. Again, you're still allowed to be like low-key disappointed that you didn't get the role you auditioned for, because obviously that's originally what you had in mind for yourself. But at the end of the day, when you start learning your role, you'll realise exactly what the casting directors were thinking, and you'll realise that you're so much a better fit to your character that you've been given.
Why did you pick a performing and musical theatre course to do at college?
Because it's what I wanted to do. It's the career that I want to go in, so I needed the training.
What were you most worried about when starting college?
Probably making friends. I've been homeschooled for ages, and even though I've had friends through other like social clubs, it was just still nerve-wracking to be back in that school atmosphere. So yeah, probably making friends, and if I was going to make any friends.
That's really sad. If you could ask for extra classes in one topic, what topic would it be?
Ballet and tap, just because I need more training on it.
What's your advice to anyone starting college next year?
Be open. As much as it's hard to like be confident and try and talk to other people, obviously, that you don't know, do it, because they're in the same boat and they might be more shy to approach you, and then you're just both standing there not talking to anybody. So I would say go up to people, make friends, talk to your teachers, because the majority of the time they're really lovely people as well, and they want to get to know you. So yeah, be open, be social. I know that's hard to say, but do it. Talk to people.
Apart from A-levels, what else do you want to take away from the course that you're on?
More experience in everything, so I'm totally prepared for drama school, for uni. Yeah, more experience, which I've definitely got for the weeks that I've been there so far.
Who would you say is your biggest inspiration in musical theatre?
I would say Stephen Sondheim, because he's just, I mean, he really is the greatest of all time. I mean, I love his musicals. I love his lyrics. And one of my, well, what would have been one of my big dreams is to have been in one of his shows and to have actually met Stephen Sondheim, because obviously, tragically, he passed away 4 years ago. For the people that have met him, that is just, I'm so envious and so jealous of the people that have met him. And if you hear the stories from people that knew him and people that have worked with him, like Bernadette Peters and people like that, just the stories they have of him and who he was as a person is just so amazing. And I think I take a lot of inspiration from his work. I sing so many of his songs because I just relate to his lyrics so much. But other than that, I would say, I mean, other greats like Judi Dench, absolute just powerhouse of an actress. Lucy Jones, obviously I mentioned her before. I love her like work ethic. I love all the shows she's been in, all the roles she's done, and I just think she's someone in the theatre industry who works so hard for all of her work, and I just think that's really, really admirable. Carrie Hope Fletcher, Bernadette Peters, all of them like iconic Broadway West End stars. I've got so much like joy out of seeing them perform. Yeah, they're all big inspirations to me.
How do you respond to feedback or direction from your teachers or peers?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you've just got to take it. It's constructive criticism at the end of the day, and it's all to help you and to help you become a better performer. And so yeah, you've just got to take it, because there is a reason they're saying it. They're not just saying it to, you know, I guess in some people's mind think they're being horrible or think they're being judgmental. You know, it's not that. They're doing it to make you a better performer. So yeah, take it, listen to it and learn from it.
Last question.
Oh.
What's been your favourite show experience?
I've been blessed to have so many amazing show experiences. PQA has given me the opportunity 3 times to be performing on the West End. Once in Shaftesbury Theatre and twice in Her Majesty's Theatre and / now His Majesty's Theatre, which was just amazing. I mean, Phantom of the Opera, Christine Dyer being my dream role, performing in that theatre where that musical is performed every night was such a magical experience for me. And I've got to do a special mention to when we did Shrek Junior in Richmond Theatre, because I played Fiona in that, and that was such like a leading lady role that I can't not mention it, because it was just the best experience to be leading a show like that. I was so grateful for that opportunity. Well guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A, and if you want to see more quickfire rounds or Q&As in general, put some more questions down below. Thanks guys.